Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a barber named Bob. Bob was notorious for being the clumsiest barber in the entire world. His clients would come in for a haircut and leave with hairstyles that could only be described as modern art. One day, a gentleman named Mr. Johnson entered Bob's barber shop, hoping for a simple trim. Bob, however, was having a particularly off day. As he snipped away at Mr. Johnson's hair, he accidentally cut a hole in the cape that covered him. Hair clippings fell into Mr. Johnson's shirt, and he looked like he had just been through a snowstorm. Bob, oblivious to the mishap, continued with the haircut, only to accidentally snip off a tiny piece of Mr. Johnson's hair. Mr. Johnson winced in pain, but decided not to say anything. As the haircut neared its end, Bob reached for a can of hairspray to give Mr. Johnson that finishing touch. However, he picked up a can of whipped cream instead. Mr. Johnson's hair was soon covered in a sticky, sweet mess, and Bob didn't notice the thing. Mr. Johnson couldn't take it anymore and burst into laughter. He said, "Bob, you're the most entertaining barber I've ever met. I came in for a trim and got a comedy show instead." Bob finally realized the extent of his mishaps and joined in the laughter. He quickly cleaned up Mr. Johnson's hair and gave him a proper trim, free of charge. From that day forward, Bob's barber shop became known not for its impeccable haircuts, but for the hilarious misadventures that clients would experience. People came from far and wide to have a good laugh while getting their hair done. And so, Bob the bumbling barber unintentionally found his true calling as the world's funniest barber. And he had a loyal clientele who returned not for perfect haircuts, but for a good chuckle. The end. I hope you enjoyed this humorous story.